how are you doing? Good to be with you. And I say that ironically because I'm not with you, and I wish I could be. Hope everybody is doing okay. And I say this: I hope everybody is feeling just a little confused right now. I think if you're not somewhat confused, to some degree confused about this whole COVID thing and what do we do now? Should we open up? Should we go back into society? If you're not confused about it to some degree, I think you better go recheck your facts. Anybody who's got it all figured out, a little nervous about that. Uh, there's just too, there's just too many things going on. And if I sound like I'm confused, it's because I am, and I'll admit it. And I've come to terms with that. Here's what I'm talking about. Okay, you know how one of the things in recovery that gets stressed over and over again is one day at a time. Concepts like do the next right thing. I was just talking to Bill, and he said, mine was that saying, one bite at a time. You know, how do you eat a whale? You eat it one bite at a time. Don't try to take on the big thing, the whole big thing all at once. That ain't gonna work. He even says, I don't believe anybody ever makes a major decision. He says everybody just makes a series of small decisions that lead up to something big. Well, I think there's something to that too. Now, the reason I'm thinking about all that is because, well, like I said at the beginning, I'm thinking about this. The pandemic, I'm thinking about the quarantine, and thinking about the calls to end it. Some people have just decided it's over, we're done. I'm thinking, whoa, that seems like a bit of denial, maybe a whole lot of denial. But at the same time, we have to start to make plans for reentry. We're talking about that in church, probably a lot of people are, and I'm uneasy. What if we're acting too soon, or if we're not taking a big enough picture? A lot of things stressing me out. And that's where I can get real ashamed, real panicky. I should have this all figured out. I should have everything worked out. And that's one of the things that not only does recovery teach us, but Bible's been teaching us all along. That's not what is required of us. That's not what's expected of us, to have everything figured out, to have the big picture, to have it all planned out. Yeah, I do that to myself. I got to have all the what ifs covered. I have to, if I see a problem ahead, I have to see a solution to that problem. The trouble is, most of the time, I see the problem and I don't see a solution. And then I can. Well, one of the things I think with 12-step recovery that, oops, wait a minute, I'm trying to screen share here. And there, okay, think about it. There we go. Okay, hopefully you're seeing this screen that says the third step. It says we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God, as we understood it. Now, beautiful thing about that, it does not say that, see if I can make this thing go. There we go. It doesn't say we made a decision to turn our addiction over. It does not say we made a decision to turn the spiritual stuff over. What we're doing here is talking about how it's all God's. My life, my will are now God's. It's not like we gave him some of the stuff, but the rest of it's up to me. I better do all the right things. Doesn't work that way. It's not supposed to work that way. There's wonderful, wonderful psalm. I just love one of those little short psalms there that were used. People would memorize these and sing them as they were headed to the temple for the annual Everybody Comes to Temple trip. Psalm 131. My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me. But I have calmed and quieted myself. I'm like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I'm content. Israel, put your hope in the Lord, both now and forever. Uh, I love about that is that bit where I don't have to have the big picture. I don't concern myself with great matters. Things too wonderful for me, things too big for me, having everything figured out. Um, do the next right thing. One thing at a time. Eat that whale one bite at a time. That picture, I calm, quieted myself. I'm like a weaned child. It's like a weaned child. I'm content. I'm like a toddler, a loved toddler, not taking on all the concerns of the world, just saying, my mommy loves me. I'm okay. That's the picture God is giving me. I believe He's saying, I don't want you to live that way. Quit putting all this stress on yourself that you got to have everything figured out. Do the next right thing, one bite at a time, and just let me love you. Just make this crazy assumption that I am God and I actually know some stuff and I'm actually doing some stuff and I did not dump it all on your lap. So, got decisions to make. We got big decisions to make. And how is this all going to work? I don't know. Not necessarily have to know. Just try to do the next right thing. Will it be the next right thing? I don't know. Well, time will tell, and maybe I'll end up saying, oops, should have done that. But God never backed off and said, oh, I didn't expect you to do that. Now what are we going to do? Well, God is still God and knows what. And He always loves and always cares for, and He's always merciful. And what Jesus did for us never stops working. One more slide here. Let's see if I can make it. Okay, here's something Jesus said when He was talking about end times. He said that about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Think about that. Jesus saying, I don't know when that day is. Isn't He supposed to know it all? Isn't He supposed to have the big picture? Well, here was an instance where Jesus did not stress about not knowing the big picture. He didn't have it all the details. He didn't have everything worked out. And He said, my Father knows. I'm okay. So He's telling us too, you're not supposed to. You're not expected to have everything figured out ahead of time. What Jesus did say after that verse, Mark 15:32, He said, be on guard, be alert. Yeah, that's not telling us and have a plan all worked out ahead of time. Yeah, sure, you try to have your plans, but ultimately you just wait. Okay, God, I'm here. I'm reporting for duty. I'm looking around for you. I'm waiting to see what you tell me, what you reveal, what you got for me. Be on God. Be alert. And so they have to have a big plan, the big picture, all the facts, everything worked out ahead of time. But just be where you are and be aware of God's presence and live in that reality. Hope you can do that this week. Hope you're not stressing. And if you are stressing, well, just be like that little weaned child sitting in mom's lap. Like, I'm loved. I don't have to have it all worked out. I'm just a little kid. Go ahead and be a little kid this week. Hope to see you soon.